Hello everyone, my name's Elaine, I'm 19 and I go to the University of Nottingham. Just completed a foundation year in art, so people who want to do like history, philosophy, you all get put on like one course and you have to do modules to like pass into your destination course. The first year of uni was unexpected for me because the university I actually went to, I wasn't originally intending to go to. So I put as my first choice Newcastle University, but on results day I didn't get the grades, so I got put into my insurance choice, which was Nottingham University. So keep in mind, I hadn't visited the place, I didn't know anyone who was going there, I didn't know any family who'd been there, so I didn't really have like a sense of the place or where I'd really be going to. So when I first went there, it was quite overwhelming. First couple of days were like very nerve-wracking because obviously like living with 4 other people is just something I've never really done before. Not people I didn't know anyway, and I was just quite nervous because with freshers, obviously you're like wanting to make friends, but at the same time, like I didn't want to just go to outings and events for the sake of doing it. So beforehand, before uni started, like you could like have paid to go to certain events, and I obviously missed out on that. And a lot of the things that they went to were already prepaid, so I did miss out on those kind of things. I like went to my first outing. It was like at a bar, and I was just really nervous, and I wasn't really feeling the environment. Like the music was so loud, and I couldn't talk to anyone. And I just ended up leaving. I remember with one of my flatmates. So after that experience, I was just thinking like, oh my god, like am I gonna make any friends? Like I'm kind of nervous about all of this. Over time I kind of realised that like it's not that deep. Like it's better to actually make long-lasting friends, or friends that like you have a meaningful relationship with, rather than just like make friends for the sake of making friends during freshers. Because to be honest, like you might not necessarily be friends with your roommates. Like that's just something I want to just dispel right now. You might not necessarily be friends with your roommates, and you're gonna like have to prepare for that, because although I was civil with all my roommates, like I didn't really have any common interests with them. I made friends like through my course and society events. So I think my uni experience like started to become enjoyable when I started going to like different societies. The main society I joined was called the Korean Society. So during Freshers Fair, I was too nervous to actually approach them and like say, oh, I want to sign up. So what I did is I went on Instagram, found out the president of the society, and then I messaged her and I said to her, okay, well, when's this event happening, when and where? And then I just showed up, and I was just very scared because obviously I'm meeting people I don't know. Like what if I'm just a babbling mess? Like even the location, I'd never even been to the city centre before, I hadn't used any of the buses, and it was like a week or so in. Like what if I get lost, having to pay? But everything went well. I met some cool people who I still have on Instagram, and that experience taught me that sometimes like your nervousness is good. Like even though you're scared to like try something new, go somewhere new and meet new people, like you should do it because it could actually turn out really well. Like it doesn't always turn out well, and you might not always enjoy the experience, but you may as well try, otherwise you won't know, and you'll probably regret like letting your fear stop you from like trying different things. As I was doing a foundation year, I don't think the transition was that different in terms of like work, because like the setting was not like a big lecture hall, because I've been to other like buildings where there was like really big lecture halls, like had really massive capacity. It wasn't like that at all. It was just like 30 to 40 people in a classroom. So as that's my experience, it might not be the same for you, like people, you guys who are watching who want to go to uni. We had 2 lectures though, which was different, and you'd like alternate between the 2 lectures depending on the module you had, and I think that would probably apply for like first year, second year, etc. My lecturers were quite open. I emailed them quite frequently about if I had any questions, and I noticed that they're just very encouraging that you need to communicate. Like that was the thing that my lecturer kept harping on. He kept saying like communication is key. Like if you don't know something, you have to ask, because they're not gonna like chase you up and ask you, well, do you understand what was outlined in this lesson? Like if you have questions, you have to seek them out yourself. although you don't have to visit them, but you can just email them. So what I'd say is like know your lecturers and your teachers' emails, like just know them and have them and save them on your like email so that it's just easy. All focused on media. So I had one more module on media and visual culture, which obviously I enjoyed the most because that's the field that I want to go into. But there were other modules like important things for history and like narrative and creativity, which I will say I didn't enjoy as much because obviously that's not where my interest lies. Talk about the independent side of uni. I think this was the easiest thing for me. Like, I know a lot of people worry about this, but I was surprised at how, I don't know, like easily I fell into being independent. Because like when people think about uni, they think of it as like this like major shift in their life and like, oh my god, like I have to cook for myself, I have to clean for myself, I have to go shopping myself, everything myself, like how am I going to do it? But it's not actually that difficult. The uni makes it very like easy for you. Maybe like cooking for yourself and stuff like that. If you're someone who's not really into cooking, you will find it difficult, to be honest, because you can't rely on like Deliveroo and Uber Eats every day. It's just not feasible. So yeah, I don't think you can get away with that. If you're not really the best at cooking, I just say like focus on basic meals like pasta, things that are really quick, because that's what you're going to need at uni. Like when you come back from lectures, I'm telling you, you'll be so tired and you won't want to cook anything. So bulk cook. Like if you have a weekend off or something, like prepare like more than one meal that you can like microwave or something like that when you're busy, because it makes life so much easier when you do stuff like that. Socially, my highlight, I'd say it was like a night out I had with my course mates. Like I really enjoyed. We all went out to a club in Nottingham called Pom Pom, and like we had a really nice night out with each other. And I didn't know this, but S Club 7 were actually performing there. Like, because it was called S Club 7 night, and on the day, like, it happened all so fast. Like, on the day, my friend told me, oh, we're going to this event, like, you should come. And I was thinking, okay, I'll come. And I just thought it was like an S Club 7 theme, but next thing I know, I was behind him, and like, I don't know who it was, but she had like blonde hair, she's performing. And it was my first technically concert experience. Like, it was new place. I was with people I like, which is important. Don't go to clubs with people you don't like. So I liked all of them. I was having fun. I was drinking moderately, dancing, and I just really enjoyed myself. And that showed me that like the clubbing experience can be good. Like it can be good, like it's not all bad. I think the lows was more to do with the course, in the sense that obviously because it's a foundation year, it wasn't exactly what I wanted to be doing. Like I wanted to be doing media, and after a while it became a bit tedious, where it's like, I feel like I'm just doing this so I can get the grades, and like I don't think my heart's 100% in every module I'm doing. Like some of the modules kind of felt pointless. Like I'm like, we don't even learn in these lessons. I don't know. The number one thing is to take care of yourself. Because I think a lot of people, when they go to uni, they're like, I don't know, they become very free. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like the small things get lost, like going to sleep, you know, eating moderately well, like your mental health, oh my god, like, oh, what might even be more important, your mental health is so important, because when you have like your deadlines and your modules and all that kind of stuff, it can be really overwhelming. And because that's already stressful enough, but then when you have like a really big social life and like your friends might be pressuring you to go to things, or there's events, it can become like, well, what do I choose? Do I choose my work or do I choose my social life? So sometimes I feel like it's important to just remember, like, you can take a break from those things and like center yourself and focus on like, am I feeling good today? Like, am I happy? Am I actually happy with what I'm doing with my life at the moment? Or am I just doing it because I think that's what I should be doing, or I think I should be going out, or I think I need to spend like 10 hours just doing work and not doing anything productive? So I think it's important to take care of your mental health. Second of all, I'd say don't be afraid to ask for help. And I guess that would link into what I just said. Like, there are mentors available to you. Like, you don't have to get a counsellor and be going to therapy like every single day, but like, know that if there's like one day where you're just not feeling good, or you're struggling with work or mental health, and you just want to talk to someone, like, there is help available, and make good use of it, and know like who you can contact and who you can call. Sometimes you do need to get out of your own head, you know, and have someone else's like perspective on things that are happening in your life and giving you like context. Do try and do something you haven't done before, like maybe just one thing, like try a new food. I know it sounds small, like try a new food, or like try a new society, or just something in your life that's different, so that not everything is the same. Because like, if you can have that approach, like you won't overwhelm yourself, but you will open yourself up to like, I guess, something different in life. And lastly is like, choose your friends wisely, is what I would say. Like, when you go to uni, don't forget the friends you had before, especially if they're good people. Like, the friends I had like during secondary school, like I have a few who I'm like really close to now, and secondary and college, who I'm really close to now, and like I consider them like important parts of my life, and I want them to continue to be part of my life. Like although I'm at uni and I'm obviously meeting new people, like don't forget like those people and drop them at the like at the drop of a hat for like new people, because you don't know, just because you just met these people, keep in mind, you don't really know them yet. Like just because someone seems nice at first doesn't mean that's what they're genuinely like. So give yourself time to actually make friends, and make sure that the people you are friends with are like-minded and like you see eye to eye, they have the same similar values to you, and they're just good people, do you know what I mean? One, nerve-wracking, because it's your perception of uni is like such a different experience. Everything's new, like new people, new environment, new everything, and like you don't know how you're gonna adapt, or like am I gonna change, what's it gonna be like you don't really know what to expect. So, two, I'd say relieving, because I've been thinking about going to uni for so long, and like actually doing it, like stepping foot on like university soil and actually going to the lessons and meeting the people. Like when you realise you're actually doing it, like that's just such a relief. Like you can just like you can sigh of breath, like a relief, like oh I've actually done it, like I've gotten in and I'm actually doing it now. So I'd say it's nerve-wracking at first, but then relieving once you're actually there and in, like very much comfortable like in uni. Like, it's very freeing. Like getting to live away from London, like I think I really needed it, because although I love London and I'll probably live here all my life, like there is more to the UK and more to the world than just London, and like it was so nice to go to a different city and see the differences and similarities, and just being a new environment and living by myself. Like I love my mum and everything, but it's just nice. Like you decide what your schedule is, like you decide what to do with your own time, and I think that's like really liberating. And that's something that like university definitely provides you with.